Welcome back to Mountain Connections. Right now, we are checking in with the Park City Education Foundation. Jen Billow is here with us this morning. Jen, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Christine?
We are doing well. It's good to see you, to connect with you virtually. Now, unfortunately, Park City Education Foundation had to cancel Running with Ed this year. I'm always amazed at how many funds are raised during this race. Tell me more about that and how you're going to try to recoup and create another fundraiser.
Right. So it is kind of stunning here. I'm going to turn off oh, I can't because then you won't hear me. I was going to turn off my notifications. So Running with Ed last year raised $280,000, and that is a lot of money. It's a big part of what funds all our programs for next year, and we fund about $1 million plus in the school district. But of course, we had to cancel it. At the time, it seemed shocking to cancel Running with It, and of course now events are canceling through the whole summer. Um, and we hadn't brought in very much income yet, of course, because we didn't have the race. But what we decided to do was pivot to fund our express grants and expand that. So our express grants are a $10,000 fund, and they have been available for several years for teachers to fund kind of last minute needs or needs that came outside of our regular teacher grant cycle or school grant cycle. And we just had a feeling that teachers were going to need funds for things to help with this at-home learning, this distance learning. At the time, we didn't know it would be extended all the way to the end of the school year. One of the other things we're doing to help raise money, and throwing that up there, I can see, are selling our Running with Ed T-shirts. And what we weren't going to do have T-shirts because we weren't going to have the race. And then when so many people were saying, "Oh, we miss Running with Ed so much, and it's such a great community event," and we decided, well, maybe we sell the T-shirts for a fundraiser. And we had the cute idea to throw Gap Year on them since there isn't going to be a Running with Ed this year. And we're selling those right now. They're $25 a piece. You can go to our website, PCEF, the number 4kids.org, and there's a button right on the front there where you can purchase your T-shirt. They won't ship out until June 1st. So I know some people were wanting to wear them on race day and still go out and run. You'll have to wear your old Running with Ed shirt. But that way we can get the order right and not have to order extras. We're trying not to spend extra money. So that has been really fun. I think there's already 70 shirts have been sold. And then the last day that you can buy them is on Running with Ed Day. And I'm sure we'll get a lot of orders the week before Running with Ed.
And a local company, Proforma, is helping with these T-shirts. Tell me how they've stepped up just to make this a good opportunity for people to donate during this gap year.
So yeah, they have been wonderful. So they were going to be our T-shirt vendor anyway. They are a local company. They have two kids in the school district, and they're a promotions and marketing company. And they're very community minded. And they were so sad about Running with Ed being canceled. And they said, you know what? Why don't we do the T-shirts anyway? And I was like, well, we can't really take the risk. We can't order shirts ahead of time. They said, well, we'll do it all. We'll do all the work. We'll cover the costs, and we won't charge anything extra for our work. And so it's just the cost of the T-shirts, and we'll ship them out. We'll do all the handling. We'll take care of it all. You guys just talk about it. And so they have been wonderful. I think what's fun this year, normally there's one shirt for Running with Ed, right? It's the unisex shirt that we get, and because we're able to order exactly what people want. This year there's a woman's shirt, there's a child's shirt, and there's a unisex crew neck, and then there's a V-neck. And so there's all the choices, more than anyone could ever want. And they're handling it all. And so that takes the burden off of us, because we didn't want to be focusing on selling T-shirts when we actually have a lot to do with just raising money. So they have been very helpful, and it was their idea that we took it and ran with it.
Now, the school district as well as Park City Education Foundation had to overnight drastically shift gears, helping with online learning. So tell me a little bit more about the express grants that you mentioned and how they're helping with education right now.
Yeah, it is pretty stunning what parents and teachers in the school district have done. What teachers found out right away. This was one of the first grants that came in the first week, is they were getting online to do lessons, and children at home had all different ranges of supplies. I mean, there were kids that had, no scissors, no pencils, no crayons, no glue sticks. And so to make sure everyone had the same materials for lessons, that was a lot of what we did. At first, they were asking for money and putting together these packets. They just order them from Amazon, get them shipped to the school, and then people would go pick up the packets at school. And so this helped with equity. So every child had the same kind of supplies, and so they could do the lessons at home. And then since then, we teachers are getting amazingly creative. It gets pretty boring to just talk on the screen all day to children, and so we've had teachers that order laptop compatible whiteboards or iPads that you can write on. So as they're teaching the lesson, they're able to write, they're able to demonstrate, and they're able to do things in real time. And so we have funded a lot of those kinds of laptop compatible tools. Special education children, as you can imagine, this is really difficult for that population of kids. And so the special ed department has been amazing in ordering all kinds of online applications and tools, so those children can have a lot of hands-on work with just a little bit of parental help, and then the teachers guiding along. And so that has been what we've seen. In the first, I think, almost 2.5 weeks, we raised 18,000, and we granted out 18,000. And since then, I think there's been about 5,000 more. So as fast as we're raising the money, we're granting it right back out.
I'm impressed to hear how so many people have shifted gears and are really making the most out of this unique time, unexpected time. We want to, before we let you go, mention the Excellent Educator Awards.
Yes, this is so exciting. So of course, we had to cancel so many events, and that's such a bummer. But every year, we award the Excellent Educator Awards, and this is voted on by the staff at each school. They vote for someone who they think is the Excellent Educator of the Year. They're sponsored by the Doyley family and the Lewis family. We can't obviously do a celebration like that, right, where we're all together and hugging. But next week on the 5th and the 6th, we are going to go to each of the winners' houses and surprise them. And it will be on Facebook Live. So we're encouraging everyone to go to the PCEF Facebook page. We'll start putting up the event notifications today and tomorrow. So you can watch that and see your teacher get surprised at your school with the Excellent Educator Award. And there'll be, balloons and pie and other surprises. So it should be a fun time and appropriately socially distanced, but we'll still be able to celebrate these teachers. And of course, we all appreciate our teachers even more during this time of distance learning.
Very true. Well, we're looking forward to hearing more about this Excellent Educator Awards. I'm glad that you can continue to do this fun tradition, and looking forward to hearing about the winners and seeing the photos. Thanks so much, Jen, for joining us today. Be sure to head to Park City Education Foundation online, Running with Ed. You can buy your Gap Year t-shirt to help support during this different year. So, Jen, thanks again for joining us. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back right after this.